Hi, this is Mrs. Arriaga. I'd like to show you how to cite a CQ Researcher article using EasyBib. So the first thing I'm doing is creating my project, and I'm going to call this Persuasive Research Essay, and I'm going to keep the default MLA. And then I'm going to go down to access that, and I click on bibliography. So now I'm going to go back to the LibGuide created for this particular assignment, and I'm going to click on the first link to the cyberbullying CQ Researcher article. You'll do this for any CQ Researcher article. So you'll get to this page, and I just want to remind you that CQ Researcher is a database, and CQ stands for Congressional Quarterly. It's a government publication, and this particular database, CQ Researcher, hires individuals to write reports for them. Unlike SIRS and Gale, which is compiling lots of different types of information, like newspaper articles, magazine articles, journal articles, books, and different types of media, CQ Researcher only gathers one type. It's the reports that they have requested, and they're put into the same format. So you always see the table of contents on the left-hand side where you can see the full report, and then all these different what you could call chapters in this article. CQ Researcher is an online magazine. So when you go back to your EasyBib, you will choose database because that's where you're accessing it from. You're accessing it from a database. But what is it? What is the article? And as I mentioned before, it's a magazine. So you would select magazine article. You'll then fill in the fields. So article title, I'll go back to this article and I'm going to pull in the title. And then I'm going to go back to see who's the author, and here's the author. And I'm just copying and pasting. And then it's Thomas, middle name J. And then the magazine title is CQ Researcher. And then when was it published? This was published May 2nd, 2008. So I'm going to go back and put 2008. And then are there pages? I'm going to scroll down and see if there are any pages listed here. And there are. This is the citation that the document lists at the bottom. And so this is helpful to gather the information you need for the EasyBib citation. So I see there are pages, and it's 385 to 408. So I'm going to put that in 305 to 408, or 385 to 408. And the database is also called CQ Researcher. And they give you the option, oh, do you mean CQ Researcher Online? Yes. So I choose that because these citation generators like EasyBib are very familiar with the databases. So they want to help by giving you ideas of, oh, is this the database you mean? And then the date accessed would be today in this case. And then is there a permalink? Yes, there is. At the very bottom, you'll see the document URL. This is different than the URL in the address bar, so make sure you're copying the document URL at the bottom. And then I'm going to go back and put this in. And then I'm going to say yes, display URL. This is helpful to Mr. Spinelli or any reader who wants to see or wants to actually view the source. They don't have to search for it. They can just use the URL provided and then create citation. So there it is. This is how you cite a CQ Researcher article using EasyBib. And I want to reiterate that because CQ Researcher has not partnered with EasyBib, that's why we have to use this tool up here. For databases that have partnered with EasyBib, you'll be able to actually import the citation into EasyBib by clicking on a link in the database article, as you were shown in class. Thank you.